Hey everybody, Max Scoville here for IGN. If you're unfamiliar, I really like Boba Fett. I have really liked Boba Fett for a very long time, for most of my life, and as such, I have amassed something of a collection of Boba Fett action figures. I don't consider myself a completist by any means, but I have the rather annoying habit of spending money on them whenever that seems like something I maybe want to do. Most recently, I bought the Kyoto Revoltech Boba Fett action figure, which is from a Japanese line made by Kyoto. That's a toy company. The series is Revoltech. If you're unfamiliar, basically what they are is they're super duper hyper articulated action figures with rather lovely sculpts, but they have these funky joints that are ratcheted and they rotate in weird directions, so you can pull off these really great poses like this and they'll hold pretty well. Obviously, some people find joints a little bit unsightly, so if you're one of those people, you might want to look into a statue. But if you're in the market for a Boba Fett action figure and, you got maybe 40, 50 bucks to spend, I highly recommend this one. Boba Fett comes with his traditional EE3 blaster rifle as well as his little sidearm, little pistol he's got there. The toy actually comes with this stand, which I was really confused by at first because I thought it would plug into some kind of a base, but it's really more of like a tripod setup where you can kind of position this clear thing and sticks into the bottom of his jetpack and you can figure out how you're going to balance him. If you're the kind of person who likes to pose a toy, put it on your desk and leave it there, that's a really good setup for that. If you actually like to play with your toys, you probably want to look somewhere else. Historically, Star Wars action figures have been the Hasbro Kenner ones, which are about 4 inches tall. They kind of stopped making those recently, or the ones that they're making are mostly for Force Awakens, and they're really limited in articulation and paint job. This is from a couple years ago. This is Boba Fett. You can still find him around if you're into little tiny guys. More recently, they've been doing the 6-inch Black Series ones. Unfortunately, the Boba Fett from this series goes for like 50, 60 bucks on eBay. It's pretty hard to track down. They might re-release more of them in the future, but don't hold your breath. That being said, this is a pretty cool toy. If you're gonna spend that kind of money, this one is way better and I highly recommend it. If Boba Fett isn't your jam, well, thanks for sitting through this video, but also, they have a ton more in this series. They also have a Darth Vader, they have like Zone of the Enders figures. Go look up Revoltech. They make a ton of really cool toys. They're pretty awesome. So, if you like Boba Fett, you want an action figure of him, Revoltech. It's pretty neat. Anyway, for more Star Wars and toy coverage, keep it right here on IGN.